Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about sunken cakes. I know, I've been there and it's not fun. So sunken cakes, why do cakes sink? Usually cakes sink when they are overmixed. When you overmix your batter, you activate the gluten early, and the gluten in the flour is overworked. So there's a breakdown and your cakes will fall definitely. When you open the door of the oven too often because you're excited, you want a sneak peek of how the cake is going. When you do that, you let out a burst of air from the oven, and that makes the temperature in the oven uneven. So definitely your cakes are going to sink. Now, if you want to see what's going on in the oven, I would say turn on the oven light and just take a peek. You can look from the outside. Now, if you definitely have to open it, please do it quickly and gently so that you do not cause the cakes to sink. What can we do to prevent this from happening? So first, I would say use a scale to measure your ingredients. Now, having too much or too little of an ingredient may cause the batter to sink in the oven. Please preheat the oven to the temperature that is called for your recipe. And please do it for maybe 15 to 20 minutes so that you know that the oven is hot and ready for the cakes. Now, we also have to pick the right size of pan. So if your recipe calls for a 6-inch pan, and let's say 3 6-inch pans, do not put it in 3 5-inch pans or 4-inch pans, because when you have the pan is too small, it heats really quickly, so it's going to just rise so fast, and then after it starts cooking, it will just dip in the middle. So we don't want that. If it's too big also, it can spread out and then the middle part will fall in. We don't want to do that. So we measure accurately. A kitchen scale is preferred, and then we preheat. Before you start baking, I would suggest turning on the oven and heating it up. So by the time you're done with the ingredients, putting it in and then pouring them in your pan, your oven should be ready. And then using the right size pan. So what can you do after your cakes are sunken? The first option is not very ideal, but I would say you can cut off the top. You trim the top a little bit so it kind of evens out the sunken bit in the middle, but that is wasting the cake from the top. I don't know, unless you make cakesicles or cake pops. That's one option. I will also say, to be honest, you can just cover it with buttercream and nobody will know. And what the third, I think is the third one, you can cut out the middle part. So if you have free reign on what you're doing, you cut out the middle part that is sunken, and you can fill it with maybe candy or M&Ms, something that goes with the theme of cake you're working with, so that when they cut the cake, you get a spread of candy on the board. You can also do that. So those are my 3 tips, but preferably let's not have a cake sunken. So we measure, preheat the oven, and get the right size pan. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.